All the Dead Girls, written by A.M. Strong and Sonia Sargent, read by Cynthia Farrell. To my grandmother, Grace, who gave me the idea for this story. Prologue. Esther Cutler lay in the darkness and listened, hearing only the muted knock of a hot water pipe from the townhouse next door. Having lived in the same building for more than 75 years, 98-year-old Esther could identify every creak of a floorboard or whistle of wind through a badly sealed window. The knocking pipe was familiar, like an old friend. The sound she was listening for now was not, having manifested itself only in the last 12 months, and it was not a product of the aging building she resided in. Esther had moved into the home fronting Santa Fe Avenue the week after she got married, when it was still newly converted to townhomes from an abandoned warehouse constructed in the 1880s and originally owned by the Santa Fe Railroad. She had been there ever since, through the death of her husband 12 years before and the onset of crippling arthritis, which had confined her to the downstairs living room turned into a makeshift bedroom. Practically bedridden since that time, she now had caregivers who came in 4 times a day to ensure the old lady was taken care of, thanks to the rapidly shrinking remnants of an inheritance left to her by an uncle in the 1970s. Esther shifted in her bed. Years of spending half her day sitting in a chair near the front window and the other half lying in bed meant she suffered from almost constant lower back pain. She reached for the switch that would raise the bed to a half-sitting position and waited for the motors underneath the bed frame to do their work. For a moment, the whir of gears broke the silence, masking any other noise that might come. Esther's eyes flitted to the old wall clock in an alcove next to the fireplace. It read 1:45 in the morning. The clock had belonged to her grandfather and was probably worth money, especially since it still kept perfect time. But the sentimental value was far more. Still, if she lived much longer, the inheritance would run dry, and she might have to part with the much-loved heirloom. To tell the truth, she hadn't expected to live anywhere near this long, and apart from the arthritis, she was in otherwise good health, which meant Esther could very well...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?